I've decided that holding myself accountable needs to also include accountability for my own body, my own mind, my consumption, and not just my family, kids, house, pets, etc. I think the most impactful way that I can do that is by making small incremental changes that I will be more likely to stick to. And that epiphany starts here with this bread. This is not my first time making homemade bread, but I am certainly not an expert. So we do what we can. My favorite thing about making bread is that it is delicious, preservative, and other weird ingredient free. It's also pretty easy. So we are going to combine 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of instant yeast, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and 1.5 cups of very warm water. We're going to mix that with the back of a wooden spoon until it is fully combined. I used all-purpose flour for this recipe, but you can definitely and preferably use bread flour. The crumb just comes out a little different. So once you're done mixing, we are going to scrape every bit of bread dough we can off of the spoon and our fingers because otherwise it seems wasteful. Then I'm going to wash my hands and cover this with cling wrap. Cling wrap is important. It helps keep the heat inside. You do not want a cold dough. If the dough is cold, the yeast can't do their thing and the dough will not rise. So once we're covered, we are going to put the bowl in a warm location and let it sit for 2 hours. After the 2 hours, we're going to check the dough and make sure that it jiggles and it has doubled. Also, don't forget to preheat your Dutch oven if you're using one. That's a crucial step for sure. While that is preheating, sprinkle some flour on a clean surface. You can use your countertop. I just can't do it. I feel like my bread needs to be not in direct contact with the countertop. So you're going to take your dough, do probably about 6 turns, pulling the edges of the dough to the center. Then you're going to shape your dough, grab some parchment paper, and flip it over so the folds are on the bottom. And I like to cover it while I get my Dutch oven out. Once you are ready and your Dutch oven is preheated, you take it out and you can put your dough right in the Dutch oven. And then you cook it with the cover on for 30 minutes at 450 degrees Fahrenheit and then another 12 minutes with the cover off. Once it's all done, you take it out of the oven, leave it on a cooling rack for about 10 minutes, and then you can cut into it. And it's beautiful, and it's delicious, and my kids are going to love it. My favorite way to eat this bread is just with some high-quality extra virgin olive oil because it is rich in oleocanthals, which are absolutely amazing for your health. If you have a good bread recipe, send it over, please.